choices. We selected and tried these systems. They all work fine. There is not the best rubber dam to choose for, but these are products that works very fine. Of course, we have to think about our patients. If there is a latex allergy, we have to know. And so we can provide 3 of these, for example, are latex free. So you can select a latex free rubber dam. And of course, to choose a rubber dam, you can think about latex free or not latex free, thickness, color, and for example, this is thickness. There are thin, medium, heavy, extra heavy, and super heavy. I would recommend, if you want to choose, maybe you are a consultant, you can ask for just one single rubber dam, ask for a medium one. If you can ask or can afford several types, ask for medium and heavy, and why not also thin. Thin is very comfortable, for example, when the interdental contacts are very tight. So you need the thin, and there is no lubrificant sometimes that helps you when the contacts are very strong. These are the medium of one that I showed. We have some types of rubber dam that are based on, for example, the color. It's wonderful, the pink, the black. The black is nice to make some pictures, but it's also nice to master your isolation cleanness, because if you can work clean with a black rubber dam, you are very skilled in working in a very nice and clean operatory field. The heavy medium also gives your papilla a nice retraction, so you can show more cervical parts. What about the template? Template is something very useful, and there are 2 main categories of templates. One is the stamp, so you make the stamp of the holes you have to punch, and the other one is just a template with the holes. I prefer the second type because the first type, there is the ink, I mark the holes that I don't want to punch, so on the rubber dam still you have the points marked, and I don't really like it. So there are several types of template. I prefer to use the one with the holes. But which holes shall we punch? And every restoration scenario is different. We have to simplify it, especially at the beginning. So let's talk about isolation scenarios, and then we come back later to the rubber dam template. So what shall we isolate? When we have a situation like this, for example, we have a single tooth. Should we isolate all the teeth? Should we isolate just one? Let's see. Me and Salvatore, we outlined just three isolation scenarios that we use every day. The first is the single tooth, which is quite simple, and of course, as you can see on the right, is of course for class 1. We will see that sometimes it's better, even if it's class 1, to make a wider isolation so that you can see all the other surrounding teeth in order to understand the stiffness of the cusps and a lot of information. But at the beginning, you can start, of course, with a class 1 with a single hole. Then, of course, for endo, single tooth, and for sealings, sometimes you just want to seal one single tooth. So there's a single tooth isolation. The second scenario is anterior isolation. So what do we need this for? We need it for class 4, class 3, class 5, and veneers, cementation, of course, and crown, of course, in anteriors. And of course, we are talking about upper arch and lower arch. And the third, and maybe is the most used isolation scenario possible, is the quadrant, when we isolate all the quadrant in order to perform, for example, a class 1, as I said before, a class 2, of course, because we have to isolate several teeth if there is the interproximal area to be restored. Inlays, onlays, overlays, endo, multiple endo, for example, and of course, crown, I mean the adhesive restored, adhesive luted crowns. So we have this kind of template but while I am a teacher of restorative dentistry, I wanted to introduce something cool for my students, because students consider sometimes isolation something that is difficult and boring and not very nice. So I introduced this strange animal which is called the Pectum, that is eating, it is just a joke of course, the conventional template. Why the Pectum? The Pectum is something that I developed, and it's about the 3 types of isolation that I just exposed. So we have the anterior section, the single section, and the sector section. And as you can see from these instructions, you see the 3 isolation scenarios. And of course, this is a symmetric tool template, so you can rotate and capsize in order to have all the possible isolation. This is a video that shows the concept, again, the 3 isolation scenarios. So you can put the Pectum on the rubber dam, align on the borders, and of course you have several situations. This is the first, the second, the third, and the fourth position of the Pectum, so that you can mark what you need. For example, in this position you can mark the anterior, the single, and the lower left quadrant. In this other position you can mark these other scenarios, and that's it. So this is quite easy, and just helps you in performing the essential isolation. If you want more information, pectum.org. Is again just a synthesis, just a sketch of all the isolation scenarios you can have with the Pectum. So if we want to improve our selection of tools, we can put the Pectum and also some instruments. These are on the lower side. These are 2 of the 3 essential instruments that we have developed and we assembled with Salvatore together with U3D. And we use these 2 instruments. Sometimes we use just 1 instrument. I love to do isolation with the posterior instruments, but you can also use the spatula instrument, and we will see in the video how to use them. So this is the selection of tools that I love to work with when I perform isolation, and we will see, of course, during the video. What about the clamps? Clamps can be a nightmare, was also a nightmare in the past. We can see some wonderful selection and inventions from the dentists, the big dentists from the last century, from Elliot and other, Alan Plain and other wonderful dentists. And of course it seems a nightmare, and I can tell you that this is a nightmare, because sometimes really we don't understand what to use, and we have absolutely to simplify. But in order to simplify, we have to understand how the clamps are made. We can separate them, think about